Hello everyone and welcome back to the Brawler workshop. As you can see, we've made a little bit more progress now on the 90. Last time you saw it, it didn't have a roof. That's now been fitted. Had a bit of a few problems with the alignment on getting the roof fitted this time. That was eventually sorted and it's now all fitting really nice. Really happy with how it's turned out. I've got one of the wings on now. Also one of the lights fitted. There's a few problems with the light fittings. The previous workshop that had the vehicle hadn't put the retaining rings on, so it was kind of just flapping about really in there. That's sorted out now as well. Move on to the rear lighting. Yeah, we had sort of almost half a day really trying to sort out the rear of the lighting on this car. There was some very odd occurrences happening on. We were having the fog light coming on when the tail lights were coming on, and before you jump to conclusions think, oh, the plugs were just the wrong way around. The plug for the fog light is a different shape to the tail lights, so there's no way of plugging the wrong one in. After quite some messing around, eventually found out for some reason that the terminals and the cables, the plugs were actually wired up incorrectly. Not sure how that happened or why it happened, but now it is all working right. All tested, indicators, side lights, brake lights, fog lights, all good. They got the NAS rear step fitted. A bit strange really that we had to make a few modifications to it to get it fitting right, which isn't what you would really expect from having a new chassis and a new step, but now fit in perfectly. So yeah, last time you saw that the doors, obviously the side panel was flapping around last time. Now that's nice and solid. Door still closes really nice. Happy with the fit. Dashboard's now fitted. Last time you saw this, pretty sure the dashboard wasn't in. Fitted the DAB radio antenna, all wired in nicely. Also have the, as you can see over there, have the hands-free microphone. That's all wired in through the dashboard, nice tucked away. New head unit installed there as well. When the dash actually came to us on the vehicle, it was severely bowed out in the middle, so we actually took that off and straightened it out. We also resprayed the top of the dashboard in a special product that we use. It really does tidy it up nicely, makes it look a lot fresher as it was a bit faded. The matting's back in. It's just starting to really come together now, which is really nice to see. After so much messing around with it, taking things on and off, trying to get things right, it's just really great to see it starting to look like a Defender again. A few things left to do at this side here before we put this ring on. Just waiting for some clips to turn up in the post. That's usually the case. Always waiting for parts for the heater controls down here. Currently, it'd be a lot easier to do without the wing on for sure. But yeah, that's about where we are at with this 90 now. Not too long to go, probably another week to 10 days, I reckon. This should be wrapped up and ready for the customer to drive out. I've actually got another vehicle in now, coming for some footwell replacement. So this is I suppose the clean room where we do a lot of the assembling and the cleaner jobs, fitting the new parts, building trucks, and this room we have here for doing sort of the dirtier work. So this vehicle's in for some welding, specifically the driver and passenger footwells. It's also in for full wax oil coating underneath. Anybody that's ever done that knows it's a really filthy job prepping it, basically just scraping the chassis of every last bit that it's got on it that's rusted before spraying. So as you can see here, we've fitted the new footwell. The previous one was totally rotted out. You could see totally all the way through the floor. So we did this the real way rather than trying to cut corners as some do, and do this with the wing on. Took the wing off, drilled out all the spot welds all the way over the top, which was a bit of a faff, I must say. But the end result, definitely worth it. So bought the panels, applied the factory equivalent seam filler, because don't want obviously moisture getting into the weld seams and rotting it out again. But yeah, all fitted again with new hardware. It looks really good. I'm sure the customer will be really happy. Just a lot more solid now. So previously you could see straight through the floor. It was about ready to fall out. But we had a nice little surprise with some of the wiring. Yes, we also took the dashboard out to do this as well. Didn't want to risk melting the bottom of the dash. But yeah, we had a real surprise with some of the wiring here. We fixed some of it now. Some of it was basically hanging out. But yeah, we pulled this gem out of the dash. So yeah, pretty glad we got rid of that. Couldn't have left that in there. I mean, I doubt it was working, but certainly not safe to have left it in. But I think the most fun part of the week with this truck was we came in on Monday morning and found a huge puddle of diesel spreading across the floor. And for some reason, the tank had decided to start leaking over last weekend, and just totally fill the floor. So we've totally removed the old fuel tank now. Obviously we're going to do a better job of prepping the chassis now that's out of the way. But the very odd thing about it is that someone had actually decided to weld the fuel tank in. So I don't know if you can see on the camera there where the welds were, but normally you have two brackets there that hold the fuel tank in. This was just solid welded straight to the chassis. So obviously it was a bit of a dodgy job to cut off a leaking fuel tank with a angle grinder with sparks going everywhere. Luckily it's a diesel, so there's a little bit less risk. If this was a petrol, it really would have been quite dangerous. I'm not sure if we would have even probably attempted it if it was a petrol. But luckily that's out now. There's new fuel tanks here waiting to be fitted. And yeah, this truck should be well on its way to having a good number of years more life left in it. So yeah, that's about it for the last sort of week's 10 days at Brawler. Plenty going on, certainly getting busier. Good to see that the Land Rover community is still going strong. Just can't wait to get this one finished really now. Been with this for a while and the customers definitely been without it for a while. So yeah, I bet they can't wait to have it back. We also sprayed the door cards with the same coating that we did for the top of the dash. These were actually grey before, they were all scuffed up. And rather than fitting the black aftermarket door cards, which by the way are just a shocking fit, so we've got them on our demo vehicle and they won't be lasting much longer for sure. We'll be taking them off because they just don't fit at all really. The factory ones are so much better fit. But yeah, we coated these again in the Buzzweld Plastic in One paint, which I highly recommend if anybody's looking to do similar. And you see it really has just brought them up like new. It's kept the factory texture. Yeah, about 2 or 3 coats and they're good as new. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Appreciate you checking out our videos and following us on social media, and we'll catch you next time.